Hey, what is good, guys? My name is D-Free, and welcome back to yet another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Doso discussion video. And today I'm going to be talking about a few modes that I think would be interesting if they were incorporated into Xenoverse 2. Now, without further ado, once again, this is just my list, and I want to take this moment to ask you guys down below in the comments. Leave me a comment, of course, and a like while you're at it. But no, I want to know what 3 modes you would, or at least 1 mode. Let's make 1 mode because 3 modes can be kind of difficult. 1 mode, okay? Not a list. 1. Uno. Oh shit, I'm getting my bilingual on, man. Just fucking make the hairs on the back of my neck just stand and shit. No, 1 mode that you would like to incorporate it into the game for the second iteration of the game, basically. So if that's tournament, if that's anything else, I'm not gonna spoil my video, of course, but you know, just any mode incorporated into the game. So the first one for me will be a freaking practice mode, dog. I can't tell you how many times I built a build, hashtag Bob the Builder, no. So I can't tell you how many times I built a build in this game and wanted to kind of just take it out. And the thing is that the closest thing this game had to a practice mode is when the Elder Kai made you spar against yourself, basically. That's the closest thing in my opinion, because other than that, what you would do is you would obviously do those little training missions with your mentor. Obviously, that's kind of BS because they're easy. And then you could step into the ring and do like offline matches, or you could even go online or whatever. You could do a parallel quest and all that stuff. But I want a standard freaking practice mode. What game does not have a practice mode? Storm 4 has them. Like, all the games I've ever seen in my life have a practice mode where you can control, maybe not every single game, but majority of games have a practice mode where you can control the actions of the CPU and customize it to your liking, whether you want them just to bounce around or to run or to fly or to shoot key blasts or to punch and do everything. You want them to be easy, extremely hard, like, you know, something like that. I feel like that is interesting and it will be very beneficial to the game. I know they want to make it more like a hub world and stuff like that and make it an online experience and whatnot, but that doesn't mean you don't need that. You don't have to get completely away from traditional aspects that fighting games oftentimes incorporate. So I want something like that because it really sucked for me getting online and having to deal with horrible hit detection or whatever the case is, and trying to play with my build against somebody else, and you know, like that. That's a good way to practice, but that's not the ideal way, if that makes sense, because sometimes you want to make small tweaks. You don't want to have to jump into a match all the time and do all this other stuff and whatnot, because obviously the customization goes a long way, because you can basically build builds to build builds. God damn it, again, that's such a freaking like just mind fuck there. But no, sometimes you can build builds to where you're countering specific things that the opposition is doing, which is why it's very useful to have that ability to customize the opponent. But the next mode that I would like incorporated into the game, I want to see, this is really a mode, it is, but it isn't. I want to see co-op functionality in the campaign. You want to make this a online experience. You want to make this more of like an MMO like Dragon Ball Online, because Xenoverse is, of course, very, very, very loosely adapted from Dragon Ball Online stuff, but you want to make this a real online experience. Let us do the story mode online. You can do everything else online. I understand not wanting to make the story mode too easy, but you can put restrictions on it, like level caps or things like that, to where your friend can't be over a certain level or whatever. You can put restrictions on it. I think that would be interesting, to say the least. I think that would be incredible because it's not something other games do, basically. So I think that would be really, really cool if they incorporated that. But the final mode I want to see in the game would be a offline tournament, man. Like, why did they think it was a good idea? This all kind of goes back to being an online experience, but I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea to make the tournament a worldwide event, or at least region event. I don't know what it was, but I never really participated. I did like 1 match, but you know, make it an event to where you can only open the tournament and play in the tournament at certain times whenever it was an event that was open and stuff like that. I get that, but that doesn't mean you don't need an offline tournament, because I can't tell you how many times I played the older games. And, you know, for one, it would be awesome just to play the tournaments myself, for one, because that's something they've always had since Budokai 1. It's World Tournament mode. And you can also basically play with other people too. It's a fun way to incorporate it. Like, you know, you have things like endless battles, but you could have a online local battle, or like a over the internet battle for the tournament that you can play with people. You don't have to have like this huge event. I like that, I do, but you don't have to only have that. You can have other things where it's offline, local, online, whatever the case is. You can implement a tournament mode that is available at all times, is basically what I'm saying, as opposed to just at specific times. I think that was a a really big issue in my opinion. But once again, let me know down below in the comments, what is one game mode, unless you can think of a couple, but no more than two, yo, like seriously, because I gotta read these comments. I don't always respond because it's getting to the point where I can't always respond to all these comments because I get new comments on new videos, I get comments on old videos, it's just kind of all over the place, but I do always read every single comment I get. I check it, I swear to God I do. So let me know down below in a comment, one game mode, maybe two max, that you would incorporate into Xenoverse 2 if you were Bandai and Dimps and all these other guys. One suggestion that you would incorporate into the game. But that is it for me, guys. This has been another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 discussion video in which I went ham on the mic. So be sure to subscribe if you are new here. Leave a like because we do this all the time. And I'm going to bring back an old saying. I'm going to bring back a really old saying. I haven't said this in a few months, guys. Stay swaggy. Peace out.